Arushi Juyal and you're watching Live 7. Today in the studio of Edify World School, Dehradun, we have with us Mr. Raju Pushola sir, who's a renowned professional photographer and a wildlife enthusiast with over 25 years of experience. We welcome you to our studio, sir.
Thank you, Arushi.
So let's start today's conversation. Sir, can you please tell us something about your life journey?
Arushi, if you are talking about photography, it was, you can say, an accidental moment when I got my first camera. Then I was preparing for my other kind of jobs. But when I got a camera from a person who actually needed some money, so he was a foreigner. I was in Badrinath that time, and he needed some money. He wanted to sell his camera. So I paid him for this camera, and this was my first camera accidentally, and I just started photography out there in Badrinath. And then how this story begins with this camera and photography, and I was just involved in photography, and later it became my profession.
And sir, what inspired you to choose photography as your career?
When I started photography in mid-90s, photography was not a very vast career kind of thing. Then it was just, you can say, a hobby or some kind of event or marriage photography was just there. Like nowadays, it was not this much big field or a career to be chosen, but later when I started and started doing photography, I started with landscapes and nature photography. Later I became a photojournalist. That was also an incidental case. I got an opportunity to work with a newspaper, and then how it started, and later I got a job in Dainik Jagran newspaper as a photojournalist. I worked there for 17 years, and then I realized that I have to go back to this nature kind of photography, and then I started bird photography and wildlife photography.
Sir, as a bird watcher, you have seen many birds. So which bird of Uttarakhand do you find the most fascinating and why?
Birds, the word bird is very fascinating for me, at least, because I have left my job for bird photography. So each and every bird is very kind of fascinating bird for me. But if you go and see the birds live, you go into their lives, so it is very, very challenging. And Arushi, I have seen many birds that their life is this much challenging that the survival kind of behavior is their most enemy of their life, you can say. Like we talk about a very special bird, it is called long-tailed broadbill. So long-tailed broadbill is a bird which makes its nest in the very thinner stem of the branch of the tree, and that is the breeding season is like you can say April till September, and this bird nesting time is May to July. So May to July is the time when all these thunderstorms and very heavy rain is there, and that is the region their nest fall from, that small branch or stem, you can say, and they have to rebuild it for some time in a nesting season for 2 times or 3 times. Yeah.
And sir, what qualities do you think are the most important for being a bird watcher?
For being a bird watcher, I think 2 abilities are mostly very must in a person. One is passion, and second is patience. Without passion and patience, you cannot do any kind of bird photography, because you have to be in a very harsh condition sometime. You can say a very hot weather, direct sunlight in May, June, or a very cold weather in, you can say, -5 or 7 degrees when you are photographing or seeing these high altitude birds. very humid conditions when you are in the forest in June. It is very humid when you are photographing there. So it is so you need very much passion in your own, otherwise you cannot do this. But and patience, you have to wait for hours and months and sometimes years to photograph a single bird. So patience and passion is most important.
Thank you, sir. And sir, what advice would you like to give to the young photographers?
If you are doing wildlife or nature photography or bird photography, you have to know the environment, the jungle, the nature. You have to first learn the nature. If you don't learn the nature, you cannot find things, or you cannot find the animals or birds. You have to learn their behavior. If you just carry your camera, go to the jungle, you won't be able to see much birds and much species of animals. But if you go there with your research and your knowledge about nature, about behavior of the birds, the animals, then it will be very easy for you to do bird photography or wildlife photography.
Thank you, sir, for giving a precious time.
Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you.
For more updates, keep watching Live 7.